Hello YouTube, Carl B. Drummer back with another video here. Alright, in this one I'm going to be reviewing this Evans UV1 drum head. I got it from a local music store named Swing City in Collinsville, Illinois, on the Illinois side of the river. Art Jr. is the manager there, and he actually gave me this head to do a review on. It's going to be posted on their Facebook page or website, and it'll also, of course, be on my YouTube channel. His vendor brought these in. They're actually demo heads. They're supposed to be put on snares in the showroom, and so that you can see what it sounds like in the actual showroom. Maybe buy one. I used to use Evans. I don't really anymore. For the past 20 some odd years, I've been using exclusively Remo. Reason being is these Evans heads they didn't seem to last for me. I could get like a year out of them. With how I play and whatnot. I can almost get 10 years out of some of these Remo heads. And yeah, that's odd, but I can. Anyway, the other reason that I never really use them is because this coating used to wear off. Now, that's where this drum head comes in, this UV1. It's a UV coating on it. I'll just read what it says on the head here to kind of give a description. There's one thing that's odd. I don't think this is, but we'll go over that in a minute. Anyway, it says 1, strike defense. Don't know what that means, I guess, because it's a UV coating and they like it. Active, whatever. Patent UV cured coating outlasts everything else. So, I mean, without doing a video years from now, that's kind of hearsay. You'd have to actually play one to see. I'm just going off what this thing sounds like. Increased surface texture for maximum versatility. So, I mean, it is pretty textured, so you can probably use brushes on it. How long that lasts, I don't know, without, doing a video down the road, which I may. Built from 2 plies of reinforced 7mm film. Now, UV1 instead of a UV2, I think it's actually a 1 ply, and it was misprinted, and that's probably why he got these free. You'll actually have to actually go to Evans' website to make sure of that, or I'll put it down in the description box. Featuring level 360 for easier tuning and expanded tonal range. Now, I already put this on. I seated the drum head. I put it on the ground and kind of seated it. When I used to use Evans, the other reason I kind of liked them back then is they had crimp lock technology on the edge, which means it went fully around. The aluminum engulfed the mylar plastic. These have like a little divot that comes down, but it's still just a epoxy, what do you call it, like epoxy pit that the mylar is being held onto the aluminum rim. So that may have changed, I don't know, maybe save some cost or something, or newer technology so that it actually pulls against it. The other thing that I noticed when you take a look at these is just the top of the head is coated. Where it meets the bearing edge at the very edge, it's not coated at all. There's no coating on there whatsoever. So the coating is literally just on, I guess, to make it tune better. I don't know. Like I said, I put it on there. I seated it, tuned it up. I use what's called a drum dial, which is this bit right here. It works off of tension instead of like a note. The reason I like this mainly is because if you're in the back line at a concert and you're trying to tune a snare while there's music going on, you can't use a tune bot. This thing you can use because it goes by numbers and you can see it. Anyway, that's one main reason I like this. Plus, I've just used one of these for almost 30 years now playing drums. So essentially, how you use this is you'll set it in the middle. It'll give you an overall tension. Right now it's at 85, which is a little bit, I usually try and start at 80, but this drum didn't like that. So then you take them about an inch from the rim, make sure all of them match, which I already did with this. And we're all at 85 there. And then you go turn the snares off, and you do the tap test. Overall the same pitch. And that's how I tune my snares, toms, bass drums, everything. That's my general go-to as far as tuning goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this drum wide open. I'm going to do about 3 or 4 tunings. I'm going to do it wide open. I'm going to switch this mic off. And I also have this cut out of a drum head O-ring or whatever you want to call it. Remos or Evans makes them too. I just cut it out of an old single ply head. I'm going to put that on to kind of tamper or kind of take the high overtones out of it. One thing I will note, I have the bottom set to 80, 82 as far as its tension. Fatter tunings, you have to tune that bottom head very well because there's going to be a lot of snare buzz until I put this on. The more that I tune the snare up, that buzz is going to go away. So I'm going to switch this off and let you listen. All right, as you can see, pretty fat snare drum sound. You can get it to have less sensitivity with the snares by messing with it, but for the sake of long video, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I should also mention, if you don't want to listen to half this, fast forward through it, find the parts you like, whatever. All this is running through my board directly into the camera with a vocal mic and an SM57. No processing, no EQ. Now let's go ahead and tension it up. I'm just going to give it like, I don't know, half turn on each one. Now when you tune it up, you don't really have to use the drum dial. I just use that as an initial setting. Do the tap test, it raised it up quite a bit. So I'm going to do the same drum demo. Here we go. All right, now I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher. Again, probably do another half turn. I'm actually going to test it to see where the tension is at to let you guys know. This should probably be around 90. Yeah, it's a little over 90. As long as you keep everything even, which it is, now everything's tuned to 90. So I started at 85. That middle was probably around 87 or so, 86. This is at 90 now. Playing the same setup. Here we go. All right, a little bit better there. I'm going to bring it up one more half turn, and that's about the highest I tune my snares. This is usually where I like to keep them. It's about even. All right, here we go. All right, looking at that, that's at about 94 right there. That's about as tight as I'd do my snares here. So overall, yeah, it's a usable drum head. It would get me to consider using Evans again. So I mean, the only thing would be, as it advertises, is how long does this coating last? Because that's the biggest thing. And that is the thing about Remo drum heads. The coating doesn't last that long. So if you use clear heads, you can get some use out of them. Coated heads, if you play excessive use on it, or if you play heavy or play with broken tipped sticks, it'll tend to mess up that coating. Now, right in the middle, as I was playing it, kind of smoothed out a little bit, but not enough to make it not usable for brushes. Generally, you'll do swirls and then taps in the middle. Overall, yeah, I'd consider using Evans heads again. These UV1s and UV2s seem to be pretty good, but like I said, only time will tell as far as how long this coating lasts. Um, any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section. I'll leave a link to Evans' website for this drum head down in the description box. I'll also leave a link to their Facebook page, Swing City's Facebook page, for anybody who's around the Metro St. Louis area to go check out that store because it's a pretty cool store. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of this, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.